See that? Now that's discipline. Following orders like a real diamond dog. Soon he'll be... Hey, no, stay! Stay! Didi! Go! No, maybe not yet. But soon. Soon. No, Didi, stop! Snake.
Sorry. Been away for a while, Bob.
Don't be such a stranger. That's a bad example for the men. He gets lonely too. Didi, come.
And welcome back, everyone. So, if you look up here on the helicopter, I forgot to show this off, you will see a picture of Kaz and a few diamond dogs. It says killed in action under their name. That is presumably the members that were killed while protecting Kaz. Another thing I want to show off here, if you look on the right, is that I'm pretty much full for all of my different units and teams here at Mother Base. So for this next video, I'm going to be more lethal than I have been.
Please select a mission.
As an aside, this is a 40-minute video. Feel free to go ahead and skip to the 37-minute mark. I showed you all the highlights in the beginning, so you won't really be missing much. So like I said, this time around I'm going to be going more lethal. I'm going to be sticking with a pump-action shotgun for close range encounters, and I'm going to go with a sniper rifle for the long range, of course. I'll be keeping the tranquilizer pistol just in case there's any guards I want to actually capture, as well as a silent option. I'll also be taking some C4 because it's much needed, and I also skipped a few unimportant things, don't worry about it.
Boss, locate and bring back the U.S. military's new weapon codenamed Honeybee. The CIA put it in the hands of the Hamid group of Mujahideen, but the Hamid fighters were wiped out. The Honeybee must still be hidden at their base, the fort at Dasmasi Laman. Unfortunately, the Soviets are looking for the weapon as well. You have to get to it before they do, and bring it back here. There's a photo of the target on your iDroid. One more thing. Apparently, one of the Hamid fighters survived. He's missing, but if you can find him, he might lead us to the target. Good luck, boss.
As an aside, is it even possible to keep one extra shell in the chamber of a shotgun that's not fed by a clip or magazine? Sorry, I don't know the proper term.
Be careful down there, boss.
Anyways, as usual, first things first, drop off the cage, just get those extra points at the end. As an aside, you're probably going to notice me flipping around with the different equipment keys. That's because I've been playing a lot of other first-person shooters and I get confused very easily. And we're just gonna speed on through up to the important parts here. There's two outposts on the way to this next part, but as you just saw me do, it's very easy to go around them, and there's no real point into going to the base themselves.
A Soviet relay base. Think there's something in there that could lead us to the Honeybee?
So something I should mention with this mission in particular, the last mission, it kind of have a spike in difficulty because of the how enclosed the base was. This base has a part like that, and this mission has a part like that at the end, but it's also very long. lots of foot travel in between here and there, and there's kind of two parts that goes on. There's this part here, obviously, and just doing some reconnaissance.
Analysis complete.
Checking out if there's any guards I want.
Is that prisoner the Hamid survivor? If he is, he has to know something about the honeybee.
Analysis complete.
So there's something I was trying to do.
Analysis complete.
You'll notice I kind of linger on the
Analysis complete.
prisoner here.
Marker
There's no
placed.
subtitles here, and it's not because I'm zoomed in with the goggles, because I've had subtitles happen before. What the guard is basically saying to the guy is talking about how the Hamid survivor is cowardly because he's the only one who survived. Was he that quiet as they killed his men? That kind of stuff. And the guards around him do have some pretty good skills, it looks like. So, again, I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure the first time I played this game, the subtitles happened. I don't know if something changed or if I'm doing something wrong, but I've actually replayed this part several times to try and get the cutscenes, the subtitles to happen, and it never kicked in. Now, obviously, we could go through the front, take the long way around, or we can just cut down below here. There's a few tents down, not tents, but like merchant stall-like things that have some resources if you want to pick them up. Since I've had to redo this mission a few times, they've already been collected. As an aside, I'm also wearing a different camo. I don't know if you might notice. Instead of the desert camo, I'm going with olive green. And just checking my 6 just in case. There are a few guards this way, but I wasn't able to see them. And now the subtitles are kicking in. Up until this point, they've been threatening the guard. Not the guard. They've been threatening the doucheman and trying to get him to talk. But as it seems that the guard can... The doucheman cannot talk. Flubbing my words tonight. So, the guards do take him to the next base over. You can wait for them, ambush them, which is what I usually do. But I would prefer getting him down right here. So I'm trying to toss a grenade. It's actually kind of hard when you can't see where the grenade will land. So I'm trying to use the roof of that tent as a standard.
The Soviets must be making him take
And I think I got that grenade pretty damn good for throwing it blind, huh? Told you I was good at video games. But as we'll see here in a minute, that doesn't hold up too well. The shotgun, yeah, very nice. If it's not a one-hit kill, it will pretty much bring them down to mortally wounded status. Also, smoke grenades are hella overpowered in that they're essentially stun grenades. Because the guards do not react.
A survivor. One of the Hamid. Is he mute? He knows about it. This is our chance.
As an aside, this is the first time I've ever seen that cutscene. I guess it doesn't trigger if you decide to ambush the prisoner mid-transit. Anyways, as I was saying, smoke grenades. The guards are pretty much stunned, they can't move. As an aside, you heard a guard there say, "I'm here, hold on." It's a guard trying to help out his mortally wounded buddy.
Analysis complete.
There's also something else here in this game. Not in this game, in this space here. Oh, got snuck up on, how embarrassing. I clearly should have recruited this guard because he snuck up on Big Boss, but now he's missing the better half of his legs. As I noticed there, I thought he was still alive. I was a little disappointed. We're going to take out their radio system here. Now we'll see here in a few seconds, there's some snipers running around in this base. And one of the side ops for this level is to extract both of the snipers. I haven't done it in this recording, but I'll soon cut to me recruiting the dispatching the guards and extracting them. As an aside, I don't think I've shown off too much, but every time you get shot, you notice it says hits taken. Unfortunately, that takes that I don't know what happened here. That was in the recording. That wasn't my fucked up editing, I swear. Oh man, I forgot what I was talking about. But yes, 2 snipers here. One of them will get a shot on me. And now I remember what I was talking about. Getting shot. Hits taken. That negatively affects your score. Now, when it comes to getting an S rank, there are kind of 2 ways you can do it. You can either be stealthy and do the mission quick and not get caught. Or you can just rampage, because you get bonus points for killing guards, spotting guards, and for headshots, as well as tactical takedowns, where you shoot them from so far for range. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work out too well if you are trying to do kind of both. And as an aside, ooh, this tape recorded in the toilet. How, can't wait to hear that in the bonus video. But, yep, here we go. We're gonna skip here. There's a sniper on each side of, like, the base here. So this would be if I took the entrance as opposed to going down into the gorge. And clearly you can't, even if you spot them, you can't tell which one's the sniper. You have to look at their weapons. Another cassette tape, and it looks like, how the hell did the Russians get the 1999 remastered edition of Rebel Yell in the 80s? And oh dear. He somehow has not noticed anything is amiss yet. And again, that head bobbing, I don't like it. In video games, every guard just kind of ducks and weaves even when they're not actively avoiding someone. And then here is the second sniper. Just to be a little overly cautious here. There is a guard up here, and I don't want him to notice the balloon. So yeah, there we go. Both snipers. That is one of my of the secondary missions in this level. What is nice about this level is that it's possible to do all the secondary missions in one go. Back to our regular scheduled program. I will never get over running over guards with D-Horse. And in the background,
Enemy gunship. A single burst from his machine gun can cut him in half. Tread carefully, boss.
you don't say, Kaz. So yeah, this mission also introduces helicopters.
Roger that.
Needless to say, you really don't want to get spotted by one. Unfortunately, you cannot Fulton extract helicopters. There is a outpost here between the main base and us. The helicopter patrolling does create some problems. Actually, I'm not too sure if a helicopter can spot knocked out guards. I know guards and trucks can because they honk at guards to wake them up. But I'm not too sure if a helicopter reacts to Fulton balloons and, you know, knocked out or dead guards. Something to note, in each base... Oh, also you can't destroy lights with the dart gun, unfortunately. Each of these bases tend to have 3 to 4 guards. So, if you know what you're doing, you can kind of know where they're all spawning at. I'm not too sure about this particular outpost. So my hope is to just distract him and run around him. Just because I don't want to get caught by that helicopter. They really do fuck you up. They will pretty much instantly kill you. Because after all, the gun can tear a man in half. Unfortunately, one of the side ops for this mission requires us to destroy the helicopter. In this current run, I'm not really equipped to do that, Though I've heard that you can just shoot them a bunch with a regular assault rifle, I prefer to not attempt that. As an aside, I think this helicopter might be slightly bugged out, because usually they have a searchlight on, and this helicopter doesn't. I'm not sure if it actually affects the helicopter's sight or anything, but it's just odd.
Sole Hamid survivor couldn't speak. Coincidence?
No, Kaz, I wanted advice on the helicopter. How do I take down this helicopter? Maybe I wasn't exactly pointing at it, so let's go on ahead and try this.
Retrieve the honeybee. Its location is on your iDroid.
Thanks, Kaz. So here's my second run through. A sandstorm happened. Ignore those intel team messages. And the helicopter will not move. I think it's because it's in a sandstorm, and I can't fucking see it, so I'm just kind of blind firing into it. I'm using the Grom. This is the first, well, actually the second upgrade of it. No, actually this is the first upgrade of it. It's just considered a second star weapon. Unguided, completely blind firing, and I say I have to get some props for just managing to hit that helicopter a second time. The first time you hit the helicopter, it catches on fire and it will try to bail. It will start flying away, and once it's gone, it's gone. As an aside, fuck the internet. You're all a bunch of unhelpful assholes when I try to look up online on the best ways to take out the helicopter. Don't fucking tell me to come back with a DMR at the end of the game, okay? I kind of wanted to destroy the helicopter now. I didn't want to wait until I was at the very end of the game and research the anti-material rifle and then come back. Same thing with a later secondary mission in this level. You know, when I do use endgame weapons, it does suddenly become very easy to kill things in the early game. Sorry for that rant, but man, I spent so much time just trying to look for advice on taking out the helicopter before deciding, fuck it, I'll just shoot at it with the first rocket launcher a bunch. Again, the helicopter does sort of patrol in this area, which leaves me worried about these two guards. And at this distance, at 50 meters, the tranq pistol isn't too great on hitting enemies. So I tried to just go the pacifist route here. I guess I could just go for body shots like I've done before, but I didn't want to have to break cover, run down there with the helicopter patrolling about. As an aside, this is the spot where the Jeep goes if they take the Hamid survivor this way. It's pretty perfect for an ambush spot because it's a choke point essentially. But up here in this area, you do get a little reward for exploring.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
As an aside, I don't think I've ever mentioned it. Every time the game checkpoints, that's when you get all of your like prisoners and soldiers and extraction stuff ticks over. And hey, here's our little reward, 100,000 GMP with a large diamond. This scared the ever-living hell out of me because I kind of forgot how to climb back up, and I was afraid of if pressing the action button would have made me drop, because you will die from that distance. That wasn't very cool. Usually there's a guard in that tower, but there wasn't one this time. So this is the second part of the mission where it kind of becomes that sort of kind of like that enclosed area where you can only come in from so many directions and there's a lot of guards patrolling about. However, I fucked up taking this direction. Honestly, there's another direction you could take that I would highly recommend. Instead of going through that choke point and heading down this way, you just continued going left around.
That's Marseille Fort. To Marseille Le Mans. Now to find the honeybee.
The issue is if you go here on this right side where I'm currently at. Oh, I'm gonna speed up reconning from now on because it does take quite a bit. But yeah, if you go around this right side, there's a lot of guards on this right side compared to the left side. And I'm kind of an idiot for going this way, even though I knew that going the right side was not the great way to go. Sneaking around this field is kind of difficult. There's a lot of lighting around. There's also that guard in that tower nearby. And generally every time I would try to tranquilize or kill that guard, the other guards patrolling on the somewhat higher ground will notice him and immediately call out to him. As an aside, I'm kind of sad the guards haven't said anything, or still talking about this naked woman. I wish I got it on video, but earlier the guards were actually talking about the headhunter and how Moscow was going to ship them helmets. And that becomes a part of a mechanic later in the game where guards start to adapt to you. And since I'm always going around headshotting guards, they start to wear helmets to protect themselves. Also, grab another one of these posters. I already got one. I don't know why I got it since 500 GMP is a drop in the bucket, but whatever. There's another one of these on the opposite end on the left side of the base. Take the lock and there's a few goodies inside. It's always nice to get some processed materials made. Which reminds me, I don't think I've quite fully explained the base development strut where they take unrefined materials and process it into processed materials. And processed materials, not only does that strut develop more on processed materials, but the large containers that are strewn about bases, we can also bolt in those, and those are all unprocessed. It needs to be processed by the base development strut. So here's the problem. Heading to this right side, I can't continue to go around the guards. And honestly, I should have cut my loss, went fuck it and went back and took the other way around. But I kind of figure, I'm sure I can do it. I just gotta throw enough magazines around. I'm good. I can handle it. And oh, just my luck. A dust storm happens. As you know, dust storms make guards pretty deaf and blind, but apparently not this guy. I've never seen guards see me from this distance. Yeah, it's about at this point where things kind of go horribly wrong. Not only do I way overestimate how effective the sandstorms are, but this is like the tent where all the guards hang out at. So again, I'm still hoping that other guard can't see me. Nope, wrong. And this is where everything goes pear-shaped. So, something I kind of wanted to show off, but unfortunately didn't quite work yet, is that when you blow stuff up and the guards aren't aware of you, it didn't really work because they are aware of me. Though, I do have a small complaint in that they probably should have investigated it anyways. But, pretty much if the guards don't know you're there and you detonate something, they will actually investigate the explosion. I know this sounds hella stupid when I say that, wow, the guards actually investigate the source of an explosion, but there are so many games I've played where you blow something up and every guard knows it was you and comes straight towards you. Or they happen to patrol, as the programmers would say it, but they always happen to patrol directly towards me. So here is the second part of the second base of this mission. when you have to go inside the catacombs, and it's fairly clusterfucky in here. I've never quite committed to memory. But yeah, there's guards everywhere. It doesn't help that I'm currently getting shot, so I'm kind of running around like a complete Nimrod. Blasting the shit out of all the guards I see. It's very satisfying, these shotguns, because they go flying if you hit them from a close range. If you do explore these catacombs a bit, there are quite a few gemstones hiding around. Like this guy right up here. It's probably more worth it if you're not currently, you know, getting chased by guards. But hey, you can kind of see what the guards are talking about. They're kind of strategizing, you know. They're not just blindly firing now. They're now, you know, ceasefire, let's go find them. When you break contact, they check the last points. It even shows up on your map where it says like last known location. I thought I could have snuck by that guard, but since they were all on alert instead of the usual like, huh, who is that? They know it's you. They don't fuck around. And here I've managed to stumble to exactly where I need to go. Again, these catacombs are just incredibly clusterfucky. But there is some good stuff in here if you're willing to explore it. As an aside, there actually are guards that do patrol inside of these catacombs. But I'm pretty sure I got them all chased, you know, out of the base and chasing after me. So I was actually unpleasantly surprised when I came down here and there was like 3 guards walking around and I just ran right in front of them all.
Who would have thought they'd hide it there? You secured the target.
Extraction.
Now you just need to bring it back.
Base.
Call the chopper from your iDroid. You are not to use the Honeybee. The order was to recover it with its ammunition.
A little fun or unfun fact about this game: when it first came out, due to the physics engine, when the map loaded, it was possible for the Honeybee to drop through the floor, and the mission would be unwinnable. As an aside, the Honeybee is based on, I believe it is the Stinger in real life. Where did you get that gun?
You look well rested, big boss. My, how you've changed. You became a demon for such little weapons as that? Well, I'm sure you'll see the bigger picture eventually. If you get out of here alive. Rest in peace this time. I'll see you in hell, boss.
What the hell was that thing? It was huge. The skulls! What's he doing to that soldier?
Oh hey, good thing we got our shotgun back.
They're everywhere.
So one of the side missions here is to defeat the skulls.
Fast. If you had a holy weapon.
But we're gonna go on ahead and do the... It conflicts with the other secondary mission in this level, and that is to not use any of the honeybee weapons. I hear conflicting reports that you can't use it period, or that you can use like 1 or 2 shots, but let's just go safe and not use any. So you just leave the base and they're done. But
Complete.
if you want to go on ahead and actually go ahead and kill them, first thing you'll want to do is try and spot them all.
If you had a holy weapon.
The way they have 2 different attacking patterns, I guess you can call it. One from range, obviously they'll just stand at a range and just shoot at you with their submachine guns. And one where they'll whip out their like sword thing and attack you at close range. They do have that jumping attack, really fucks you up. You can counter it, but since I'm bad at video games, I've never managed to do it. And honestly, me standing out in the open like this, I'm pretty surprised I haven't actually gotten shot by the other skulls. After you wound a skull enough, another skull will run in and try and save him. As we saw with that skull jumping in front of the other and having that rock wall show up. This is also just to show the kind of inconsistent health regen in this game, you can call it. And again, I'm trying to spot that one particular skull, but it never worked. It doesn't work out for me for a bit. This is a kind of a phase where all the skulls kind of leave, but there is one sort of that kind of follows you around, but you can't kill it. And all these zombie guards come around and try and fight you, but thankfully Snake's pretty great at knocking several men on their asses at the same time. Your best option is just to kind of run around though and wait for the phase to end. Again, recording problems, sorry. But yeah, as you see, that missed guy, he has no health. Shooting him doesn't do anything. I can't spot him. I'm kind of being an idiot, just standing in front of him while he shoots me. But so as I was talking about, the honeybee is a weapon based on the Stinger that, in actual history, America sent to the jihadists to fuck up Russian armor, and did a pretty good job at eventually getting Russia to pull out. Just to note that that phase where you know the phase I'm currently in, you notice the fog actually gets a whole lot thicker, and after a point the like right now, fog is thinner again. We don't have to worry too much. As an aside, we can lock on, or we can just dump fire and hope for the best. It's needless to say, the honeybee's pretty damn good at fucking up the skulls. And And once again, I'm constantly trying to spot that one skull, but the game just will not spot him for me. Now, when I say inconsistent, I mean look at how fast I regen health now compared to about a minute ago, where I was stuck in a red screen for quite a while. That's me trying to see if this game follows video game shotgun rules, where the effective range is no longer than a fart. They do seem to have some good, decent range on them, though. And I said, hey, why not get on the anti-air gun? I just fucked them right up. Oh. They really did not like me being on that gun. So that's another option if you don't want to use a shotgun to kill the skulls. But I would say for the most part, the best tactics in this is just to try and get behind cover so the ranged ones don't hit you. Generally, they seem to come in one at a time when they try to do their melee stuff. Keep an eye out for their like teleporting attacks, because that almost kills you. And again, this is me fucking around with weapons, not knowing where my keys were.
Now we're talking. We can forget about that bonus now.
I managed to accidentally hit a explosive barrel there. God damn it. And now I can finally spot that one skull. But it looks like there's only 2 left here, and I was thinking of taking them out with my shotgun, but nah, it was just one last time. I would like to note that, damn, that thing has...
Boss, you really are a living legend. They'll call the chopper to get out of there. Bring the honeybee back to base.
Interesting, looks like I can't extract them yet. But yeah, the honeybee has some good fucking radius on it.
This is cleared. It looks like they're gone. And bring the target back.
Requested.
Again, I guess I'm too used to other video games where rocket launchers kind of fucking have a shitty blast radius just to balance it, along with, you know, sniper rifles having wobble and long-barreled rifles having bullet drop past 10 feet. But I digress. That was a stupid move of me. I completely forgot about that outpost. So I ran right into it like a klutz. As an aside, if you kill the skulls, you can call people straight on over into the base. That's why I blew up the anti-air radar during my kill the skulls clips. Another neat thing is after you kill the skulls and the fog clears, all the guards that were in the base would be knocked out, so you can just run around and extract all of them if you wanted. I was going to show off some hot helicopter machine gun action, but unfortunately all the guards were to the left of me, and I didn't quite get them.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah. This is where the game ramps up, and I got all 6 of the things here despite what you see on this screen. As an aside, with the skulls, once again, if you kill just one skull, it gives you the credit for killing the skull's side mission. I don't know if you had to kill all of them, but I did it anyways.
So this unit in the mist, their speed, the way they jump, it's not human. And those deformities.
They attacked the Soviets, too.
And that Grim Reaper look-alike in charge of them. That giant thing that carried him off. What the hell are they?
Cypher.
Well, what do they want? What's their objective? Why Afghanistan? There's one more thing troubling me.
What happened to the Hamid?
Exactly. Whole squads of hardened Mujahideen killed without a fight, and no trace of BC weaponry. What does it all mean?
That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah, right. If we really need to know, the truth will reveal itself. Even if it's ugly.
Couple more tapes here. I'm really got a huge backlog here. As an aside, I was never quite good at...
Boss, I'm creating a new intel team to support you in our areas of operation. Members of this team will head out into the field and conduct reconnaissance. Knowing the strength of an enemy force beforehand will help you carry out missions more smoothly. We may also learn something about the skull-faced man. So boss, that brings me to assigning staff to the intel team. There might be guys already assigned to other teams who are more suited to the intel team. Go ahead and reassign them as you see fit.
Actually, that'll be for another video.
Good. You captured it alive.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the very long delay. This was quite a long video. I will be seeing you guys all next time.